Hello everyone, today we want to talk about top 10 Tom Hanks movies. Number 10. Bridge of Spies, 2015. Director Steven Spielberg. Stars Mark Rylance, Alan Alda, Amy Ryan. During the Cold War, an American lawyer is recruited to defend an arrested Soviet spy in court, and then help the CIA facilitate an exchange of the spy for the Soviet-captured American U-2 spy plane pilot, Francis Gary Powers. Hanks gives a very satisfying, watchable, and assured performance, with just the right amount of hokum, homely, and wily in judiciously balanced proportions, because this is Hanks we're dealing with. Audiences know what to expect. IMDb 7.6, Metascore 81, Rotten Tomatoes 89.
Like Lieutenant Powers, he's just a pilot.
Number 9. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, 2019. Director Mariel Heller. Stars Matthew Rice, Chris Cooper, Susan Clechy Watson. Based on the true story of a real-life friendship between Fred Rogers and journalist Lloyd Vogel. Tom Hanks absolutely shines as he transforms into the beloved children's show star in a role his career has been perhaps always leading to. Hanks embodies all that is Fred Rogers, from his delicate mannerism to beautifully authentic warmth with others. Hanks pulls at your heartstrings with every word uttered during the film's run. IMDb 7.2, Metascore 80, Rotten Tomatoes 94.
There are many things you can do. You can play all the lowest keys on a piano at the same time.
Number 8. The Green Mile, 1999. Director Frank Darabont. Stars Michael Clark Duncan, David Morse, Bonnie Hunt. The lives of guards on death row are affected by one of their charges. A black man accused of child murder and rape, yet who has a mysterious gift. It's full of outstanding performances, not only from Hanks, but also from the many supporting characters, all who are rich and full. All who are rich and full. It will seem slow to the impatient, but will be richly rewarding for those with the stamina to make it to the end. IMDb 8.6, Metascore 61, Rotten Tomatoes 87.
That's why I don't like it. We'll be doing this for real tomorrow night. I don't want anybody remembering some stupid joke like that getting going again.
Number 7. Philadelphia, 1993. Director Jonathan Demme. Stars Denzel Washington, Roberta Maxwell. When a man with HIV is fired by his law firm because of his condition, he hires a homophobic small-time lawyer as the only willing advocate for a wrongful dismissal suit. Superb movie. Moving, intelligent, insightful, and very socially relevant. The central plot may be predictable, but the subplots, moral, legal, and ethical issues and pure human drama are far from unoriginal. IMDb 7.7, Metascore 66, Rotten Tomatoes 84.
That's not the point. From the day they hired me.
Number 6. Catch Me If You Can, 2002. Director Steven Spielberg. Stars Christopher Walken, Martin Sheen, Amy Adams, Leonardo DiCaprio. Barely 21 yet, Frank is a skilled forger who has passed as a doctor, lawyer, and pilot. FBI agent Carl becomes obsessed with tracking down the conman, who only revels in the pursuit. This movie is extremely good. The music, the nostalgic 60s, the character Frank William Abagnale Jr. portrayed perfectly by Leonardo DiCaprio. Hanks is extraordinary, and put together with Christopher Walken's serious acting, this movie is one of the Spielberg's best movies ever. IMDb 8.1, Metascore 75, Rotten Tomatoes 93.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You think the FBI are the only ones on this guy?
Number 5. The Post, 2017. Director Steven Spielberg. Stars Sarah Paulson, Meryl Streep, Bob Odenkirk. A cover-up spanning 4 US presidents pushed the country's first female newspaper publisher and her editor to join an unprecedented battle between press and government. The acting of Tom Hanks is stellar, as is Meryl Streep. I was impressed by the cinematography, appropriate color keying, and director's choices. Regardless of how one feels about the story, the underlying politics of the time, the persons, etc. This is a must-see movie if for nothing else by its craft. IMDb 7.2, Metascore 83, Rotten Tomatoes 81.
The Times has 7,000 pages detailing how the White House has been lying about the Vietnam War for 30 years.
Number 4. Captain Phillips, 2013. Director Paul Greengrass. Stars Barkhad Abdi, Barkhad Abdi Rahman, Catherine Keener. The true story of Captain Richard Phillips and the 2009 hijacking by Somali pirates of the US-flagged MV Maersk, Alabama, the first American cargo ship to be hijacked in 200 years. The acting from the Somali pirates is top-notch. Their emaciated look makes them so authentic. Tom Hanks as the titular hero is suited to the role. I thought he looked tired in Da Vinci movies, but here he is just right. His acting during the last part of the movie is so convincing. IMDb 7.8, Metascore 82, Rotten Tomatoes 91.
Said you just wanted money. You said this was just business. Is this business?
Number 3. Saving Private Ryan, 1998. Director Steven Spielberg. Stars Matt Damon, Tom Sizemore, Edward Burns. Following the Normandy landings, a group of US soldiers go behind enemy lines to retrieve a paratrooper whose brothers have been killed in action. The acting was great, especially by Tom Hanks. Tom Hanks certainly deserved the Academy Awards for Best Actor, even though he didn't get it. Matt Damon also did a great job as Private Ryan. Watch for a great cameo-like performance by Ted Danson. IMDb 8.6, Metascore 91, Rotten Tomatoes 94.
Finding him so he can go home. If that earns me the right to get back to my wife, well then that...
Number 2. Forrest Gump, 1994. Director Robert Zemeckis. Stars Robin Wright, Gary Sinise, Sally Field. The presidencies of Kennedy and Johnson, the Vietnam War, the Watergate scandal, and other historical events unfold from the perspective of an Alabama man with an IQ of 75, whose only desire is to be reunited with his childhood sweetheart. And leading the film in this odyssey of American life is Tom Hanks playing Gump, in a film that shows one man who goes through many events in his story to find the one he loves. Well done, well acted. IMDb 8.8, Metascore 82, Rotten Tomatoes 83.
I'm not a smart man, but I know what love is.
Before we talk about number 1, please subscribe our channel. Thank you so much. Number 1. Castaway, 2000. Director Robert Zemeckis. Stars Helen Hunt, Paul Sanchez, Larry White. A FedEx executive undergoes a physical and emotional transformation after crash landing on a deserted island. In my opinion, this movie is truly one of the greatest movies of all time. The story, script, performances, cinematography, and overall production are second to none in every way. Anyone who doesn't appreciate every aspect of this movie is frankly inventing reasons not to like it, just because most people do. IMDb 7.8, Metascore 73, Rotten Tomatoes 87.